found something pretty interesting on octopus. Octopuses?
It's octopodes.
Octopuses.
Yeah, octopodes.
Yeah.
Octopodes is the correct one.
That's what I meant. Both of those. Both of these.
So you know how they kind of like can change color?
Yeah.
Based, you know,
Yeah,
they're
they're all
they
like
camouflage.
wild.
Yeah, they're cool.
So they've been doing experiments to kind of see how and like when or why they do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they started to realize that they kind of think they can see with their limbs.
I was gonna say they have
Right?
eyes.
Right.
So
I will attest to that. They can see with their limbs.
now
I swear to God, they can.
they were shining a bright light at the tentacles or the arms or whatever, and it started to retract when it hit the light.
Yeah.
It was getting scared. It was like, oh no, sorry. And because they like to be unseen, they like to stay in dark places.
Yeah.
So they put an octopus in a fish tank with a black top that only one arm could get out of at a time, essentially, and nothing else. And they would shine a bright light at the tip of its arm, and it would go back in 85% of the time.
Yeah.
And
That's crazy.
like there's no heat generated from this light, and it's only light. So
Right.
they're starting to realize that just light itself is a thing that an octopus can see with
With its tentacles. That's nuts.
each individual one too.
I'm almost convinced that there's like some kind of like wireless communication going between the tentacles and the brain because, okay, when I was in Alaska, one time we caught one on accident and we had to get rid of it. It was going to die anyway. It wasn't going to make it. And in Alaska, you're not allowed to use live bait. So they cut off all the arms off and they put them in a bucket. Well, I'm sitting there watching this bucket and the tentacles are crawling up the bucket, outside of the bucket and towards the edge of the
water.
boat.
Yeah.
They were going towards the water. And you turn the bucket around, you put them back in there, you kick the bucket, they start crawling the other way. It's like you could just spin them all around. They can see, they can sense. It's the weirdest shit I
crazy.
ever saw. If I had the video, I would show you guys. It blew my mind.
So it's like choosing to go a specific way. It knows where it wants to go, even though it's just a tentacle, huh?
Yeah, so what happened was my brother was holding his hand, and it was like kind of reaching up like you would to kind of like suction cup on a glass building or something. It was
Yeah.
doing that to do like it searches
out of the
around. It
bucket,
looks like
and
little
then-
antenna almost like a snail thing where they are feeling around. It's like cat whiskers. It is just the wildest thing to watch an octopus's freaking arms. It is just so crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
So-
it really is.
Another thing they found while doing this, like they would illuminate a, bait, like fish or whatever, and it instinctively wouldn't go towards it because it's illuminated, right? Like it's going to give away its position. So
Cool.
normally most animals would just rely on that instinct and never go for that bait until it was not illuminated or just, dark enough for it to stay hidden. Well, it decided to override its instincts. So it has like some sort of cognitive thought as well. It's deciding to slowly find if there's danger and weird things with its one tentacle too.
It's testing the waters.
Yeah, it's literally like having cognitive thought that's overriding an instinct that should be 100% of the time.
Yeah, it's sweet. They're really smart.
Yeah.
Scary.
There was one that could pick the winner of World Cup matches
Oh yeah, I heard
a couple years ago.
Yeah.
In Germany or something in the aquarium. They would like put two names and it would like pick one or the other, and like that one it like was really accurate with its choices.
That's really funny. Octo-Oracle.
Yeah, they're interesting. They're strange creatures.
That's the most wild thing I ever saw, man.
Yeah, but they can see with at least light.
Yeah.
Who knows what else, if anything, they're going to continue.
Probably
research,
color
obviously.
and stuff, right? Because like they can change their color. They have to know all the different colors around them to change properly. So maybe they can just fully see somehow.
It just could be some kind of photosensitive stuff within their skin too. Who knows, or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's
Nature's wild.
That's something
It can
common that
feel
they
the
kind
wavelength of the color or something.
Yeah, or who knows, or just does whatever the opposite is.
Yeah, they like, what is it with like geckos and stuff? They kind of like understand that a little bit, like why or how they can see its surroundings or whatever.
Those make more sense to me though, because I feel like those are more like solid colors when they change. But when I've seen like octopuses, I feel like I've seen it like a ton of different colors and like a pattern, like it matches like the coral it's laying on and the sand, and like it's got a bunch of different colors it's projecting in itself at once, when the geckos and stuff I feel like are pretty much one color. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like brown or green or red.
Yeah, they're usually not multiple.
Right. It's not like, oh, this arm's on a tree branch, so that's brown. This part's green because I'm on the leaves.
I think if you do it long enough, maybe. I'm not really sure, but yeah, in general, one color fits all.
Yeah.